Welcome back to my channel, guys. Yes, I pressed the volume button on the camera, so there is no sound for this entire video, so you'll just hear my voiceover. I'm just getting up, brushing my teeth, making sure I look presentable, fixing my hair as best as I can, I guess, and getting ready to start my day. So I basically set up the lunch bags for me and my boyfriend. I also make him a little bit breakfast along with the 2 sandwiches that we pre-made the week before. I'm getting the bacon ready to be cooked on the pan in the stove. I'm pretty good at multitasking, I would say. So I got the bread, I'm putting it to toast. I think I made 2 sandwiches that day. I did. And basically I made 2 sandwiches. And getting the aluminum foil out ready. Gotta turn over the bacon, make sure that's going good. I then get my morning shot ready, which is lemon juice, apple cider vinegar. I ran out of sour salt bitters this evening, so I just did these two, and it never gets better. That taste sucks. Now I'm getting the taurine and the creatine into my water bottle. I do this every morning. It helps with muscle recovery, and I hate how much water bottles I use, so please don't judge me in the comments. Okay, the bacon seems to... I'm flipping it over with my fingers. I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. And then getting the bread out, I'm going to put mayonnaise and sweet chili sauce. My boyfriend has loved this combination. I thought of it randomly when we ran out of ketchup. Look at those back muscles. Jeez. Now I'm getting the eggs prepared. It's basically a bacon, egg, and cheese, but with the mayo and sweet chili. There you go. So you put like a light coat of the sweet chili on top of the mayo, but it's that extra tang that is just so good. Put a little bit of seasoning on those eggs. You don't want them bland eggs. And then we get the cheese getting ready to be put on the bread so that when you put the bacon on top, it's like melting a little bit. Make sure it's an even amount of bacon on both sandwiches because I'm anal like that. And then we put the egg on top. I try to make them as long as possible. Then put some turkey on top for more protein because my man is big. He's a power lifter. He needs to eat. Make sure that's good. Start the coffee maker. Gotta get that cup ready. I decided to put it in the microwave and melt it a little bit more just because that cheese just wasn't melting enough. Now putting things in dishes. I'm finding the cup for his shake because I also make him a shake so that he can easily get his calories in and just drink it. He works in HVAC, so he's constantly really, really busy. Make sure to cut it in halves because it's just easier to eat that way. Wrap it up and put it in his lunch bag. Put the ice waters as little ice packs for his cooler or his lunch bag. Got the coffee in there. Now we're starting to make the shake, which is composed of oats, creatine, protein, and I think I added a little bit of taurine, of course, as well. Yeah, about this. This protein powder did not want to open for the life of me. I was struggling for a while. Yeah, 2 hours later. Still struggling. And I just decided to, I was like, screw this. I'm just going to go upstairs and I wake up my boyfriend to ask him to do it. He couldn't get it either, as you see the bend in the protein. So he said to just cut it open. So I cut it open. And hey, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So you put the protein in. I add a little bit of salt, some little liquid stevia, and a couple of frozen strawberries in there. We put some water. We blend that up. While that's blending, we put the ingredients away because we're good at multitasking. Make sure all that's blended up. While that's dripping down, I decide to wash dishes. Again, multitasking. Put everything away, and I just noticed I forgot the peanut butter. So add the peanut butter and just swirl it in there. Now we make his jug of water, which again, please don't come at me for how many water bottles are being put into this jug. And then I add in some iced tea powder because he hates just regular water. He likes some flavor to it. And then I'm done with my lunch bag and his lunch bag. Now in the office, or got to the office, putting all my stuff down, putting my meals in the fridge, getting my breakfast out, heating up a little bit. I'm basically saying here that I I eat like a little bit before my workout just because I need a little bit of extra carb before doing a workout, but then I leave the rest so when I come back. So it's not much, it's my little pancakes, have one slice, put on my headphones, and be ready to go out to the gym. Just made it to the gym. I'm ready to put in this work to these shoulders. I didn't record my whole workout. That's all I had from like my story. So here is a quick clip of lateral raises. At this moment, I had 50-minute stairs, so I did that. And then I also do steppies because I sit in an office all day, so I want to make sure I get my 10,000 steps. Made it back to the office to eat my first meal completely. So getting ready to do that. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell I'm saying here, so please excuse me. I'm so sorry, but you can enjoy. Just see my muscles, I guess. Then here's me working. I usually do it standing up just because I feel like my ass is just falling asleep if I fucking sit down so long. And I'm eating meal 2. Now I eat while I work. Now we're getting ready for meal 3. It's 3 o'clock. That's when I usually have meal 3. Getting ready to heat it up. Add my little bit of sugar-free G-Hue sauce. Little dots. Mix it around. Gives that a little bit of taste. Now it's time to clock out. At 6 p.m., that's usually when I clock out. So I'm out. But now we got to make it home to cook. So now we're cooking. We're getting rice set up. Put in 3 cups of rice. Putting the rice away. Put in 3 little spoons of salt. And then put in 6 cups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups of water. Mix that all together and get it started. Boop. And then we get started on the meat. So I usually make about like 3 to 4 pounds every time. I cook on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So we season with some salt. It looks like a lot, but it's 3 pounds. Put some black pepper. Put some garlic powder. Put all these salt-free seasonings that I love, just to give that extra taste without the extra sodium. A little bit of cilantro is just that extra secret ingredient, you know? And then a little bit of paprika, you know, give it a little color, and the MVP. Obviously, the meat smasher. I used to use a fork before this came out, and it came out during prep, and I was like, best invention ever. Now we're going to start on my breakfast, which is, at the moment, 38 grams of... It used to be oats, but they ran out in the store. I don't know why they ran out in the store. So it's the same caloric intake as the oats. So I had to get the quinoa cacao. But I'm adding in fiber as well because making sure I get 25 grams of my fiber in a day. My egg whites. And then my blueberries. And I basically blend that up. And while that's blending up, I start making the components of my meals. I had some extra rice left over. About 60 grams of rice, 100 grams of sweet peas, and 0.35 fluid ounces of olive oil. Making another meal, same thing. Now I get started on my other meal, my other set of meals. And I don't know if there's going to be enough rice. I'm scooping every single grain, and we made it, 60 grams. And so now I'll go back to the meat, make sure that's getting tenderized and cooked. And then my boyfriend walks over. Look at that. He's so sweet. He come from behind. Give me a kiss. I give him loves. You know. And he did that. So there's that. Then I'm setting up my 4th meal because I'm starting to get hungry and it's 7 o'clock. So heating that up, making sure the meat is still cooking evenly. Get that out. Need to get the avocado to put on top. I put 35 grams of avocado. He's getting ready to go to the gym. Put my avocado away. Little cute little avocado case. Then continue smashing up this meat. I don't know what he's doing walking around. He's like trying to figure something out, I guess. And then he wants a little another kiss. Give him another kiss. Then I get my rice cakes. I get 2 rice cakes. I get a little crumbs. You know, I hate when there's crumbs in there. And a little 3rd kiss. Just because I love him so much. And then we continue smashing the meat. I like to make sure that my meat is like seriously cooked. And then I get ready to eat. So while the meat is still cooking, I put it on low. I'm gonna eat my fourth meal because your girl is hungry, and I like to spread the avocado on the rice cake and then put the meat on top. It's so good. Then I continue making the rest of my meals. I use the rest of the meat that I had left over. Now that the meat is done, I'll add the meat to those set of meals. This is usually my set of meal 2. Putting the meat in there. The rice is still cooking, so there's no rice in that one. No, the rice got done. So then we add the rice. We'll put that to the side because I still have to add the spinach into those blue containers. Now we add the meat into the container and we get it ready for our little pancakes. Make 2 at a time, little baby ones. Have the container ready, spatula ready. Clean up while we're doing everything because I hate working in a messy kitchen. Set up my 100 grams at the time spinach. Or was it 75? It was 75 at that time. And now that I have the meat, I can add the meat to my first set of meals, which is usually my meal 3s. So add in the 5 ounces of meat on each one. Make sure we flip over the pancake and add in some more pancake mix. And we're pretty much done with that breakfast portion. I skipped all the way through. I made 4 breakfasts or 3 breakfasts. Put in the spinach, add in the rest of that rice and chicken. Make sure everything's together. Add it in the container. Have the other set of spinach. Get the other set of spinach ready. And then we're going to add some oil onto meal 2s. As I'm cleaning up as well. Adding it together. Making sure everything's cooked. Add in the other set of spinach. Add in the oil. You know, repeat, repeat, repeat. And then that's done. There's my 3 meals for the next 3 days. Meal 1, meal 2, meal 3. Now we got dishes. Bane of my existence. But we got it done. So wash the dishes, and now it's time for my little snackies. It's 8 o'clock. I like to finish eating by 8 o'clock. Put in some peanut butter and scraping that around. Add in my honey, and I like to scrape that around as well because it helps to move the peanut butter also more evenly around. And then we add in some strawberries, which is also very good in fiber as well. And add in some cinnamon because that's just like the final touch. That is so good. Ugh, hits every time. Then my mom hit me up and she was like, you need to do this quick for marketing. So I had to stop and do that. I freshly washed. Showing my little skin routine. It's like a super quick skin routine. It's not my long one. Do my lactic acid, my hyaluronic acid. Make sure you get the neck, guys. And some CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. Always do your serums before your lotions. And then the Vaseline. That's my secret ingredient to lock in everything before going to bed because your skin regenerates while you sleep. And it's amazing. Wake up always looking smooth, flawless. Look at that skin. Then there was a really ripe banana in the kitchen, and I like to bake. So we're going to freaking do some banana bread cookies real quick. And my boyfriend's little sister is going to help us out. This is Claire. And she's helping me put in the ingredients. My boyfriend had just gotten home from the gym as well. So he's going to love these cookies. They are chocolate chip banana bread cookies. So we're putting in 3 different types of chocolate chips. She's putting in these cinnamon chocolate chips that were really, really potent. And I was like, girl, we're already putting cinnamon in it. We can't put that much. So we had to take some out. And I was like, you take it out and you like eat it or do something with it. And then we scoop out the cookies into the pan and get ready to put it in the oven. I don't know what these accents are. And then we wait. As we wait, I had bought my boyfriend a fitness watch for him to track his heart so he can start doing cardio for his to be heart healthy. And the first batch is done. I like to check the bottom of it or like show her how you know if it's cooked or not. So you show like, oh, okay, so that looks pretty cooked. And then we do a second batch for the rest of the batter. He's a little baby one, so no batter left behind. So these are all the cookies. They're basically bread in cookie form, but with 3 different types of chocolate in there. So then I had her do my body work because I was incredibly sore from the glute workout the day before. And I was in serious pain. If I only had the sound for this. But sorry guys, it won't happen again. It was incredibly painful. And then it's time for bed. My boyfriend's watching YouTube as he always does or on his phone, and time to go to sleep. Good night.